The steps taken by the Chancellor today
are we all going to be poorer?
Will mean economic pain.
Is this austerity 2.0?
For almost all of us. The weather befitting the mood. A Chancellor who knows he's facing a storm. Cheers as he entered the Commons, but the outlook anything but cheery. The country now officially in recession and people set to feel it.
Today, we deliver a plan to tackle the cost of living crisis and rebuild our economy. But it means taking difficult decisions. Anyone who says there are easy answers is not being straight with the British people.
This Chancellor being straight about the need to restore public finances and calm the markets with a £55 billion package of tax rises and spending cuts.
We want low taxes and sound money, but Conservatives know sound money has to come first.
So tax rises for the richest.
The first difficult decision I take on tax is to reduce the threshold at which the 45p rate becomes payable from £150,000 to £125,140.
And freezing tax thresholds across the board to raise revenue.
I'm maintaining at current levels the income tax personal allowance, higher rate threshold, main national insurance thresholds and the inheritance tax thresholds for a further 2 years.
The country's tax burden set to be the highest since the Second World War. 25 billion in tax rises, even more in spending cuts, forcing departments to make efficiencies.
We do have to take difficult decisions on public finances. So we're going to grow public spending, but we're going to grow it more slowly than the growth in the economy.
Windfall taxes too for energy companies as the Tory Chancellor took on Labour policy.
I've decided that from January the 1st until March 28, we will increase the energy profits levy from 25 to 35%.
The Cabinet in agreement, but this fiscal statement the opposite of the tax-cutting bonanza promised by Liz Truss. One past policy, though, revived, but not as generous.
From April, we'll continue the energy price guarantee for a further 12 months at a higher level of £3,000 per year for the average household. But very few winners here. Our schools and health service, the exceptions, both of their budgets increasing. This is a balanced plan for stability, a plan for growth and a plan for public services. And I commend this statement to the House.
The Chancellor and those at his side pleased with the performance, but the other side of this chamber unconvinced.
The mess we are in is the result of 12 weeks of Conservative chaos, but also 12 years of Conservative economic failure. Growth dismal, investment down, wages squeezed, public services crumbling.
And some on the Tory benches not happy either.
Will my right honourable friend agree with me that raising taxes risks stifling the growth and productivity that he and I both want?
Can we move more quickly than he's announced today towards delivering a lower tax economy?
But the autumn statement promises anything but. Britain's now facing its highest levels of taxation since the Second World War, as the Chancellor turns Trussonomics and all its tax cuts on its head in a bid to restore Britain's economic credibility. But it brings with it economic pain. Households are now facing the steepest fall in living standards in over 6 decades. It's going to be very grim for the government, but the next couple of years are going to be even grimmer for all of us.
What's your name?
This a government and a Chancellor keen to learn the lessons of their predecessors.
Is that all right?
But while some like this school in South London might feel all right, the majority will not. A long recession looming and living standards set to fall. This is going to hurt. Beth Rigby, Sky News, Westminster.
Right, okay.